Good morning, teacher. This is my final presentation for idiomatic expressions, and I have just something to say before I start the monologue, and is that this is not gonna be as funny as you think. As a personal experience, I have to say that I have tried a lot to write this stand-up comedy, but always my monologue on that category are really bad. So let's go. The title of this monologue is How to Be a Teacher. This is a tutorial from a student who is not getting rid of the idea of becoming a teacher, but it is not something that I want to do in the future. For me, is something more like I will try to give you some examples about what I like or what I would like to find in a teacher, and then I'm gonna develop these points that I'm gonna point it out. Um, I'm gonna pointing out three main topics for me that are really important of what I wanna find in a teacher. I remember that I had too many teachers on my academic life. In fact, all of them have been different one from others. It is not easy to talk about teachers when you're not a teacher, and it's harder to think like a teacher does when you don't know how they do. But there are some things that I believe that you notice just being a student, and I want to tell you some of them because they are things that I have noticed on these years that I have been a student. I noticed that some teachers are being under students' thumbs, and normally teachers have to deal with these difficult students who try to make their lives harder. These students not only sometimes are just bullies or are the clown of the class, but also students who have a lot of absences and never do their homework, have their teachers on their students' thumbs. You as a teacher may believe that this is not true because, well, I'm one of them. And maybe you can say, no, that's not true. What are you saying? No, it's kind of true. When you have this difficult student, this student can become can become something that has you under under its thumb, because always you're thinking about how can I help this guy, or how can I make this guy change his mind. And it is not as easy as easy to get rid of these students, because first of all, you as a teacher don't want to get rid of anyone, and then second, you as a teacher don't want to not satisfy all these expectations that these guys want. So I know it's difficult. The second thing that I want to point out is to make a funny class. Not all the teachers have this magic to make their students feel in seventh heaven when they are in class. For instance, I remember I used to get bored when I was in high school, and I used to miss lots of classes and get bored on them because they seemed to me very boring. I got bored. I used to got bored and every time in classes. And when teachers try something different on these classes, like just making a game or playing music, playing showing a video, or telling just a joke just to break the ice with the students, it can help a lot to make a class really different, and it can help to catch the students' attention. it is not just like I'm gonna do all the jokes and I'm gonna be the clown of the class as a teacher, or I'm gonna just playing some I'm just gonna play some videos just to make them this just to distract them from my attention. And I mean, it's not like that. It's just like you use funny things as a support just to make a different class, just to make it funny, and to make your students come to your class. So, I mean, it's like that. The third and final point that I want to develop in this speech is that tests are a pain in the neck, not only for the students but also for the teachers. The just the idea of making a test isn't pain in the neck, because I mean, you have to find these questions that are not so difficult and have universal answers. And what I want to say with universal answers is that every kind of a student have a different kind of idea, and you have to make a question in which every idea of these students can be the correct answer, even though it seems not to be the correct answer. Then you as a teacher have to this is not so difficult for teachers, because obviously you're doing the test, you know the answers, but making the test like I'm gonna answer all the questions, all the items, and just to have an idea of what I want, or what I expect of these students. It's kind of boring. I mean, you're. It's like if you put me, or you make me a first grade student exam, I will be bored, and obviously I will answer it in. I mean, in like 5 minutes or less. I don't know. Then given the grades are just difficult, very difficult. Why I say this? Because these students who got bad grades as me, these students are not satisfied with what they got. I mean, I've made a lot of tests all over these years, and some of them when I am doing them, I believe that this is so easy. I'm gonna have an 100, and then the teachers gives me the grade, and I got a 70 or I got a 60, and then I am like, what? Are you kidding me? Because and I have tell this to the teachers a lot of times. I mean, I am like, teacher, I found the test really easy. Why you got this grade? And the teachers are like, you didn't do what what you told me that you didn't do as well as you thought. And finally, just to finish this 10 minutes or less speech monologue, is that even though sometimes I feel sick and tired of studying, I'm not saying English, I'm saying in all sense, studying on high school or studying in college or studying on primary school, I have teachers who always are there for me, or who always were there for me. And no matter what the situation was, or no matter what the situation is, they will help me to become a great English speaker, or to become a greater person. I know that is not a funny monologue, as I told you, because this is more deep. This is a short tutorial from those who want to be teachers in the future, or for those teachers who want to get a better I mean, to get better, to become better teachers, to catch their students' attention. I mean, thank you for watching it. I don't I what I want to what I wanted to do with this video is not just make a good job or have a grade for this. What I want in real life, what I wanted was to just vent a little bit, just say those things that I wanted to say a long time ago. And really thank you for watching it, and I hope not only to get a good grade, because this is the primary this is the primary, I don't know, reason why I did this, but also to give you a little bit of feedback as you as a teacher. I know you don't have these problems because you're a different kind of teacher, but it it is done now. Thank you for watching it.